Hello everyone, Lau here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new video. The sole reason for making this video is actually that I'm announcing herewith that I'm going to do a Q&A. Yeah. And I didn't just want to make a post about it or one of the community posts or just announce it on Instagram or whatever. I wanted to make a video where I'm telling you that one of the next videos will be a Q&A video and that herewith you have the option to write me anything that you want to know about me in the comments. But I obviously not just want to make this video just about this announcement, because I mean then I can stop the video now. Okay, done. No, kidding. I also have a couple of combs and brushes here that I want to talk about. I know that's maybe not the most interesting content for some of you, but you might know that I love toy brushes and combs. I have almost showed every day in my Vlogmas series some of them, but yeah, and as we did it there, I also wonder if I have the matching toy to it, want to show it to you. But it's not just pony. There's actually also Barbie and a couple of miscellaneous things. And yeah, so I will pick out a couple, talk about them. Then kind of in the middle of the video, I'm going to talk about the Q&A again a little bit, so you are a little bit more informed. And in the end, we're gonna continue with the combs. So yeah, that's why I think the first thing is I'm gonna put the combs on my table that you can't see because I'm sitting in this direction. By the way, I'm not gonna just make videos in this direction. I will also make videos in the other direction. Again, it's just always, I don't know, when I think I don't need as much space on my table, because I can do it that way because it's easy. I don't have to put up the whole big table and everything. That's why I'm filming it that way. But I have to pin the camera down so you can at least see them. These combs and brushes were sent to me by my friend Mikuru. Yeah, she had sent me stuff for the advent calendar. I have bought things from her. We have a little bit traded things. So, but she has she had a lot of combs and brushes and she just wanted to get rid of them. And so I'm one of her, persons that she always asks, hey, are you interested in that? Are you interested in that? And you see, I think I was interested in a couple of them. So let's first start sorting out, because this is My Little Pony comb. This is My Little Pony. This is Pony. Ah yeah, this is another pony comb. So four pony combs. This is Barbie. This is Barbie. This is Barbie. This we will talk about it, but it looks to be Barbie. Barbie. Probably Barbie, and then some other miscellaneous things. So, and I think I want to start with the Barbie ones. So here they are, 3 of the same, at least they look kind of the same, and yeah, some others. So I'm gonna start with this one. And no, I sadly don't have the matching Barbie to this one, because I'm 100% sure that this wonderful comb goes to a perfume Pretty Barbie.
We're into hair. Lots of hair. And perfume everywhere. That's why we're so into Perfume Pretty Barbie.
Perfume Pretty Barbie's into fragrance we can share.
It comes with Barbie.
She's into long, pretty, fabulous hair. We're into it too. Wow. Down to there. We're into Barbie.
We're into Barbie.
Perfume Pretty Barbie doll comes with real fragrance for you and a gown she can wear short or long. From Mattel.
It's pearlescent, pretty big, way bigger than most Barbie combs. And I'm pretty sure that the same mold was also used for one of the Little Miss dolls. Think the Little Miss, I don't know what she's called, but the one that had the color changing feature also on her clothes maybe? I'm not sure, but I think this one was mainly used for this Barbie and then for Little Miss maybe. but you have seen the commercial. I at least have the dress. Yeah, it's this tube dress. You know, there are no straps or anything. It's super elastic. It just goes for a Barbie around, you know, like a tube dress, big bow in the front, and then has this ruffle at the bottom. She would also have like arm pieces, so like fake sleeves, and also a ruffle around the shoulders. And the feature is also that you know, this thing, you can like pull it up and then it's like a short dress, or you pull it down, it's like a long dress, you know, with a more mermaid style, you know, where it flares at the very bottom just. And yeah, this is the matching comb to it. I love it. So that one was definitely missing in my collection. So I'm super happy to have that one. This one. This is one of the typical Barbie seahorse combs. And they are actually most known for, well, the mermaid Barbies. So this is the first mermaid Barbie. She has this one in blue. And there's the mermaid skipper, which, like, this is not the correct doll, but I mean, you get what I mean. She had this one in orange. We have the fountain mermaid Barbie. She had this one in pink. So which Barbie did have the yellow one? No, there was actually not a yellow mermaid, but this style of comb actually has a date on it that's like, I don't know, not a lot of combs and brushes have dates. Also with My Little Pony, there are just a few that, for example, have a Hasbro stamp, the fish combs. I'm not sure, did the Perfume Pretty, that did it, that one? Yeah, that one also, that one said 87 Malaysia, for example. These also have a stamp on it and they say 87. So the mermaid Barbies, none of them is from 87. But there was a line of, you know, like beach Barbies, Island Fun collection with, you know, Barbie and her friends, all of the different characters. And I'm pretty sure that that one goes to this line because they first introduced these like seahorse combs, and I think the yellow one goes to Christy. So 87, 88, that was the release date, and it says it. And interestingly enough, some of these, this one says Malaysia, and this one says Malaysia as well. But I have one that says China, and China, so they even show like the production country. That's super, super cool. So I think that one, sadly there was no yellow mermaid. Actually, the only like from the only mermaid from the like early 90s kind of mermaid collection from Barbie I'm missing still is the purple one. So the Magic Hair Mermaid, is that the name? Magical Hair Mermaid. She was, I think, a Euro exclusive, so I should be able to find her, but she's really sought after, so goes for high prices. And she's also not really, like, I don't see her very often online, but that would be a dream. Or wouldn't it be cool if they also would have made like a yellow one? But I mean, one of my favorite style of Barbie combs. And it's always, you know, a breath of fresh air when Barbie did not just do the typical brushes, you know, those ones that we all know and love. But this is also very cool. Yeah, well, then there is these three ones that all kind of look similar, just a different color. Although this one, if you can tell, this one's shorter. Can you see it? And also, I don't know, it looks like thicker. These are more thin here, and it has some kind of mold lines. So it's all over a less good quality, which makes me think that this is just a like knockoff comb. So this might have not really been come with the Barbie. I also couldn't find one that had yellow, this light yellow. So I'm pretty sure this was made with, you know, clone dolls or with a pony fakie of some sort or something similar, that, you know, with toy that had brushable hair. It was not a like real Mattel or whatever toy line, so one of the knockoffs. But these are most known for being released in the Totally Hair Barbie series.
You've got the longest hair ever.
Totally hot, totally cool, totally hair Barbie. Comb it out, add some touch it now, use it. Make it fun, make it now. Hair so long, it's totally wow. Totally hair, totally hot, totally cool. Totally hair Barbie, you got something special. Wow.
Totally Hair Barbie doll has blonde or brunette hair down to her toes and comes with depth styling gel. Dolls each sold separately.
No, I still don't have Totally Hair Barbie, but I have the dress, and it is on my glitter hair Barbie. So, and I also now have the outfit for Ken, but it's also not on Totally Hair Ken. It's just on my, like, you know, my childhood skating, hot skating Ken. But yeah. So the pink one, that would have come with Barbie herself. So she also has nice and long hair, but Totally Hair Barbie, you know, she has the crimped hair and even longer. But, you know, that would have been the combination. And the purple one would have come with Ken, because in the Totally Hair line, even Ken had hair. This one not, because I don't have him. I saw him at a flea market once, but basically that was a seller that like was really also Barbie collector, and well, I think this lady, she wanted like too much for me. I don't pay like 20 euro for a Barbie at flea markets when I most often find them for under 5 euros, so like but at least I found this outfit at another flea market, and this is the comb that goes to Ken. Yes, in this line there was also a skipper that had again also this pink one, so this one could have also been in a package of the Totally Hair skipper. I think Whitney, or the brunette version of Barbie, you know, with a more bluish dress, she had it in blue, and there was also a Courtney, so a skipper style or size doll with dark hair, and also had it in blue. I'm not sure with how many others Barbies this style of comb came, because I actually also have it in orange. So it's for me very difficult to like research Barbie combs and brushes, because there's not one website, like for example for pony combs and brushes, it's like My Little Wiki. You can look all of the accessories up there, and there are also other like websites. But for Barbie, there's not such a website that focuses on Barbie accessories, at least I've never found one. So I always have to look inside kind of pictures from the packages, which doll came with which comb. So I don't know, but I'm pretty sure these two definitely came with the Totally Hair line. Okay, and next let's get to this one. This is an older style. So before Barbie, most often just had, you know, this style of brush. Oh, there's some hair in. Not from me, from one of my dolls probably, or ponies. Yeah, before this one, with a kind of shell style at the back. Barbie, especially in the 80s, I'm not sure about earlier versions, maybe from the Superstar era on, so late 70s, she came with this, and or with a comb with also this style. So it's also same as with this one, almost impossible to identify which this one really came with. But for example, the Tropical Barbie line from the late 80s came with this. I especially know that she had one in yellow. But what convinced me to get this brush from Miku was that she said, well, don't you think this could have also been from one of the She-Ra horses? And she's right. The She-Ra horses, this is Crystal Sun Dancer here, also came with this one. Actually also with one of those, like two, like one brush and one comb, both in this style, these styles here, both in the same color. So if I would have one in yellow, then this would have complete my like Crystal Sky Dancer. But you can never tell if this really is one, but it is the exact correct style. So, oh yeah, I put Sweet Bee on Crystal Sky Dancer because I saw that she was most often shown in commercials, like riding this horse. But yeah, there you go. That's why I was like, I'm usually not the biggest fan of these because they are so like unspecific. I like those more because I remember them from my childhood. These ones are just like, yeah, I don't even have a connection to them and they're not that special. But this one, I think like, yeah, why not? So I think we went through all of the Barbie brushes here, or combs that I had. So let's kind of focus again a little bit on the Q&A thing. There were people like since, I don't know, probably a year that have been asking, do you think you ever want to do a Q&A? And then in the summer, I did this, when I was at Nachtlichtcon, at the Pony Convention in Germany, I gave this like kind of short interview, which was just in German, so I didn't film it. But I said in the video that I might do a Q&A and maybe answer some of the questions that were asked in that video as well. But that's now also like half a year ago. But now I think it's a time when I'm not like my video content is like, I'm not going out flea market toy hunting that much because it's the colder weather. Still, I have a lot of videos filmed for that, but I think I can squeeze in a Q&A. So yeah, I think I will give you like maybe a week or so to be able to like put in the comments of this exact video your Q&A question, and also over on Instagram. I always do a post about the newest video that I have, so there will be a post about this video with the thumbnail of this video. And also, if you're not comfortable with, I don't know, asking a question on YouTube and you want to maybe ask the question on Instagram instead, you can do it in that video. But I will not consider any like private messages on Instagram for Q&A questions or like emails that reach me or something like that. So it will just be, I will just consider the question from like this comment section here and the like post on Instagram about this video. I think this video probably I will put more of up in the middle of the week, so then you will have until the next. I will put it here when this ends, and I will also make another like community post when I say, hey, no, it's please, that's enough questions. Maybe I don't get enough questions, of course, then I will answer some of the questions that were asked in this short interview that I did at Nachtlichtcon, because I can answer those questions. And the very first thing in the video that the Q&A video that I will film is that I will start with kind of like, before answering really your questions, just as like general my toy collecting journey, like how did I start, when did I start, like why do I collect, like this, like when, like I will answer this, so you don't need to ask like when did you collect, when did you start collecting, or like I don't know, stuff about like the journey from when did I start like collecting toys till today, about this like whole thing about my collection. You don't need to ask that because I will answer it anyways in the video, because I will start with that one. But everything else that you want to know from me, just ask. I will probably choose if I will answer a question or not, also by like how personal it is. If there's something that I don't want to answer because it's like too personal about my personal life or whatever, my work, or I mean whatever, family, then I might choose to not answer it. But actually I will obviously not answer where I'm living or something like that, so like the street and well, you know that I'm living in Berlin, so now something super personal not. And I would also like encourage you more to ask questions about, my toy collecting. I don't know, stuff like what's my favorite pony, not pony, but what's my favorite like pony set, or I don't know, what do I think about modern dolls, or you can ask like everything. You can also ask like, I don't know, what's my favorite color, but this is kind of boring, I think, but just ask me whatever you want. You can also ask me about like what YouTube channels are you watching, or like, I don't know, what's my favorite doll in my collection, or like whatever. Just if you want to know something and ask, just put the question down below. I think it would be better if you would put the Q&A ... and then ask the question, because maybe some other people just don't want to ask a question but just want to say something about the combs and brushes that I show in this video, so I can more like distinguish. Other than that, I don't know how I will like put the Q&A video together if I would just sit here and talk. Or maybe if you ask specific things like, hey, what was your best find at the flea market last year or whatever, I will pull it out and I will show it again. Or what's your favorite Polly Pocket? And I will show you my Polly Pocket or whatever. You know, probably I will just like show a couple of toys in this video as well when I'm talking about them anyways or something like that. And I don't know if depends how many questions I get. If this will be a super long video, then I have to kind of shorten it and put questions kind of together into groups of questions. Like, I've never done a Q&A, so like, I don't know if people are really interested in knowing more stuff about me. Yeah, or about my style, or about tips for flea market hunting or whatever. I don't know, whatever you want to know. I would not like you to ask me questions, you know, about specific questions about like restoration techniques or something like that for toys, because I don't know, I think that's not really a Q&A thing. Q&A is more like about my person, but I mean, I don't know, how can I get like very bad tinsel on ponies better or something like that? How can I restore tinsel or whatever? I don't know if I want to answer these questions. If I have enough time, I would also answer those, but you know that I'm not really a like tutorial person, but like, I don't know. If there's enough like room for answering also something like that, I'm here for it. Yeah, anything else that I wanted to say about this? Blah, 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 blah. I just wrote down a couple of things that I was like, yeah, I don't know. What did I regret buying? Or do I have any goals in collecting, or about my cosplays, or I don't know, about Star Wars, or favorite Disney things, or like whatever, you can ask anything. I just wrote down some things. Yeah, no, that's it. So 1 week from now, and then I will obviously need a couple of days to gather the questions, think about them. Then I need to film the video, and then that might take another week or something. So you might just probably see this video in 2 weeks or whatever. So you will see it. I will make it, I promise, if I have enough. Even if I don't get enough questions, I can take the questions that were in the as I said in the little interview from Nachtlichtcon. Okay, I think you know everything. Put it here in the comments or over on Instagram in the post. Put the Q&A here for the YouTube comments before, so I know that this is really a Q&A question. Just makes it easier for me. No private messages for questions. Yeah, so let's return to the fun combs and brushes here, because there are quite some interesting things here. Maybe you can also help me identify some. Okay, that one, that's easy. That's another strawberry shortcake comb. I already have one, and of course I have a couple of strawberry shortcake dolls, and to my knowledge all of them came with a red one. Again, there is not such a thing as this like My Little Vicky or something for strawberry shortcake where every accessory is listed. At least I haven't found it. If there is, please tell me what the site is for all of the toy lines. But I think mostly they came with the red one, like this little girl. And I'm not really a huge strawberry shortcake collector. I have a couple of the dolls. I honestly even prefer the little animal sidekicks. I'm not really knowledgeable in this toy line, and I don't put a lot of like effort in researching this toy line, etc. It's cute. It's early 80s, but it's just not my absolute favorite. But what I really like is that you can put the combs actually in the hand of the figure. Look, this is great. So if something is like this in a toy line, then I of course display the comb or brush with the toy. So that's what I'm doing with my strawberry shortcakes in my display. Strawberry shortcake, Kenner, early 80s. They started, I think, in 80. They even started in 79, so very, very early doll line. Then I have a couple of random things. I have these shell clips here. They are more hair clips, other than they're not, you know, not a comb or brush, with a polka dot pattern 2 white ones with black dots and this purple one with oopsie white dots. I have no clue. They could also just be from, you know, a children's hair accessory set. I honestly think they probably just are, but Mikuru included them. They're cute. If you have seen them or you have like more knowledge, tell me. I think they're just cute. I will wear them in my own hair. Same as these heart clips. They have this like closure technique with a rubber band. So I'm really surprised that this rubber band hasn't rotted off. It's actually still working. So maybe they aren't even that old, but you know, you just fasten them via, what is like this, for example, around a like tiny ponytail or something, and then around the rubber band, and then this holds it. 3 little hearts next to each other. I honestly doubt that these are Barbie or something, because Barbie never used this rubber band technique. So I guess these are also just from a children's hair accessory set from, I don't know, the late 90s or something. Crazy that the rubber bands are still this good, because I also think that not a lot of accessories nowadays use this technique anyways. And then there was this. It's a little pink brush on a, you know, clip that's more like a keyring, or you know, you can strap this to somewhat to a backpack, or like is this from a toy line? Was this just a gimmick in whatever? I think it's really cute, and I will probably use it. Maybe I can put it as a necklace or something like that. It doesn't have a, well, it just says China, so that's it. No other like stamp that could give me any knowledge where this comes from, but my guess is it's not really from a toy line. If it is, and you know, tell me. I just think it's cute. I think also Mikuru just included this for the heck of it. I don't think that I asked for this, but well, this actually wasn't even in her package, but I found it randomly in my, I think when I was going through Barbie clothes, it was in there, and then I started like to research, and I actually found out what it is. So it's super tiny, you see it, yellow, has an M in the middle, and then has lots of shells, so it's very detailed. Well, it's a little bit crooked here, but I was like, okay, maybe with the M I can find out, and it's probably something mermaid with all of these shells, and it is. It actually goes to the Magical Merbabies, a early 2000s toy line from Hasbro or Vivid Imaginations, depending on where it was like produced or where it was sold. 2001 to 2004.
Sirène, viens vite, on t'attend pour nager avec nous. Ouah, grâce à toi, l'eau change de couleur. Mon dauphin veut jouer avec nous. Et après le bain, fais-moi de jolies coiffures. J'adore. On t'attend avec toutes mes jolies petites sirènes.
I didn't know about that, but yeah, super tiny, but I found out what toy line it is. They're actually pretty cute. I think the faces with the sculpted hair, not so much, but the feature with the, you know, that you can, you could put some substance in their tails, and when they would go underwater, then that substance would like diffuse in the water and make it colorful. Actually, a pretty cute thing, and you know, they're tiny little mermaid dolls, so why not? This one is, I don't know, probably my favorite out of this lot. When I got it, I had no clue where it goes to. Mikuru also said she couldn't find out. So it's purple, like a bow, star, and has little music notes on it. And suddenly, when I had this in my hand, I was like, wait, does this to this doll that could, you know, sing or talk?
Her name is Starla. Wherever we go, we put on a show. Time for a show.
When you talk into Starla's magic microphone, she says what you say in her own voice.
Let's sing a song. You can sing along. I like to sing with you. Nobody sounds like you, Starla. We like to show off. Starla. Like it, Starla? I love it.
Hey, she's talking.
She's Starla. Wherever we go, we put on a show.
Starla comes with a magic microphone, so you can give her a voice all her own. Batteries not included.
Yeah, I had seen a post very recently on Instagram. I honestly don't remember who posted it. That it was super nostalgic or whatever. The Starla doll, and then I saw at the picture that this goes to Starla. She is a, you know, like toddler style, but in the styling style. So how can I say that? I never know how to call them. It's not a baby doll and it's not a fashion doll. It's something in between, like the Little Miss or the PJ Sparkles line, something like that. Or you know, the Sally Secrets or something like that. But she was more like really like an animatronic. She could move her mouth and everything. When you would sing into the microphone, she would sing with her own voice. You saw it. But she's cute. I like her. And this is really, really beautiful. So that's where that comes from, and goes to. Yeah, that's what I combined right now. And the last 4 ones are from ponies. So let's start with this actually pretty at least I thought, well, I definitely have 2 of them or something. A yellow normal pony like style comb that came with the very first ponies, and then ever so often was used for other pony lines again. But can you tell the difference to the one that I have? This is my old, like I have 2 of those. Yep, this one is more bent here. So this line, this is more bent than here, this is straight. And this is not like an optical illusion or something, it really is. The ones that have this more bent like form, they came with Italy ponies. So ponies produced in Italy often had this. As this is not, my guess is that this is, because it's a little bit of a darker yellow, it could be from Nachtlicht. I don't have Nachtlicht. I will probably never have one. She just is too expensive. She's a German exclusive, you know, rainbow pony. But she exactly had this one in this color and without the, you know, bend thing, because she wasn't produced in Italy. She was a normal, I think, Hong Kong pony. Would be cool. Anyways, I didn't have it because I just had the bent version. Then I have another one of this same style of My Little Pony comb in white. And yeah, I didn't have it in white. It's not a very rare comb or something. It came with lots of the early ponies, for example. For example, it came with Blossom. And I want to show you 2 of my Blossoms. Because this one here is the Blossom that I have for the longest time in my collection. She came in a really bad condition to me. But all that's left is this blue spot here that I cannot get rid of, but she has her original hair. And she's just a normal, you know, concave feet Blossom. Now I have this one as well. You can already tell her color is a little bit more intense. So she's a little bit more purple even. She came without hair to me, so I had to rehair her, so she is rehaired now. But other than that, she also has a different eye color. Can you see that? She has like pink eyes. And the normal Blossom actually always comes with, you know, purple eyes. So, and it's in both eyes, so that's not discolored or something. But, you know, different versions of Blossom came with this comb. So there you go, my 2 Blossoms. Both of them are normal concave feet. And actually both of them say the same, Hong Kong, Hot Pen. Yeah, so there's actually no difference. But you can still see, I mean, color, body color could always be like, you know, changed over time. But eye color, not so much. So I definitely believe that this is kind of a variant. I've never seen anyone talk about a pink-eyed version of a Blossom. Probably it's nothing special. That's why never anyone has like mentioned it on a website or something. But I like to know that I have kind of 2 versions of Blossom. Then I've got this one. And before Miku sent this to me, I was like pretty sure I have that one. But I don't. Because there, as always with My Little Pony comes, there's like lighter versions and darker versions. And this one is a more, I don't know, I don't want to say translucent, or something, but it's different. It doesn't look that opaque. It's a little bit, the shine is a little bit different. And this one, apparently, I'm very, very sure, goes to Speedy. And I also want to show you my 2 Speedy versions. This time it's more obvious that these are versions, but yeah, both versions of Speedy apparently came with this pony comb. So this is the, you know, mostly in America and in other parts of Europe, more common version. In Germany, this is the way more common version because this one was released in Germany with this very, very light body color. Yeah, she is the newer one in my collection. She came to me, you know, missing the forelock and with a couple of cancer spots. I think I managed okay to get that one off. Can't really see it. Obviously, I destroyed a little bit of the blush, but other than that, it's not there anymore. Also on this side, don't see it. This one a while back came without hair, so it is re-haired. With this one, I just re-haired, you know, the little forelock, which actually Speedy doesn't really have a forelock. They just curled it. It's the same length as the rest of the hair. But yeah, Speedy with the roller skates. 2 different versions. And both came with this comb. And the last one I have here actually is this very common duck comb in this purple color, and I have it already. Still want to mention that it came with a couple of baby ponies. For example, with baby Rainfeather, no, well, yeah, Rainfeather as well from the Drinking Wet Baby Ponies, baby Fifi from the first Tooth Baby Ponies, and Little Tabby from, you know, the teeny tiny baby ponies. So I didn't bother to get them out now for you because this is nothing too special. But I have 2 more ponies that I want to show you because finally I re-haired it, like this one. Do you still remember when I got Goldilocks? It's so long ago. I got it from Sarah. She sent it to me from the US. I was so happy, but like her hair was in very interestingly bad state because she has these 2 yellow tones in her hair. So this lighter typical yellow and then this orangey yellow, and all of the orangey yellow parts were like super brittle. You just had to touch it and it was crumbling off. You could like pull a little bit and it would fall out. So I was like, okay, I need to rehair the pony, but the normal yellow here didn't have this issue. So I wanted to keep this and just rehair these parts, and that's why I kind of kept like saying I will do it another time, I will do it another time, because it was so hard to get just these parts out. And with the tail, it was impossible for me, so the tail is not completely rehaired. Yeah, she came originally with these ringlet curls. She's a mail order pony, pretty late mail order pony. She's wonderful, I love her. I always say she's kind of, you know, the small people's Rapunzel a little bit, because she's got the same color scheme. She is from that same year, I think, as Rapunzel, I think at least. And she was also a mail order, and she's also a you know, fairy tale pony, because she's got this, you know, with the little 3 little bears and Goldilocks. Finally I have done it. I was able to like keep these curls here. I mean, everything is recurled obviously, but the tail, I was not able to sort out the different colors of which hair was still good and which was like, it was a mess. In the end I had just a couple of strands of hair left. And okay, and then there is like the newest addition to my birth flower ponies, this one that was like brought over from Japan, from Sato to me, and I just want to show you that I've rehaired, you know, the forelock. It was easy. I was just not sure if she had a short forelock or not, because now it's the same length for all hair, you can see it. Because with the birth flowers, I'm not sure, some pictures show ponies that have kind of a shorter forelock, and most of them look like they have the whole, you know, all hair the same length. So I just didn't want to cut it short, because then maybe I cut it short and she didn't even have a short forelock. I actually always prefer it when ponies have, you know, a little bit of shorter forelock, you know. That's why, for example, I did it here with Blossom. That's how I did it. Or this is, you know, original version of Blossom. Even here, I mean, she has pretty short hair, but the front look is even a tiny bit shorter. I prefer it because you can see the face of the pony better, like here. As if when, you know, they have these really long forelocks and sometimes it just hangs in front of the faces and you can't even see their eyes. For example, Italy ponies. Ponies produced in Italy, often they never like had cut forelocks. They always had like these super long ones, and I don't really like that. So I would kind of like to cut it, but I don't do it because I think most of the male otters had like the whole long like hair at the same length all over. So I don't know. Yeah, that's actually it what I wanted to show you. A couple of combs and brushes, a couple of ponies, a couple of Barbies, you know. And I wanted to like introduce you to yeah, to my Q&A that I want to do. So I think I have told you everything. About a week you have time to ask the questions. In between this video and uploading the Q&A video, there might be 1 or 2 other videos because, you know, taking time to like let you write your questions, then it takes time to edit, and at first to film the Q&A video, then to edit this, so there will probably be like 2 weeks at least in between, so there might be 2 other videos in between. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, although it was more like a thing like all over the place and blah blah blah. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. See you real soon, and may the toys be with you. Bye!